Three, two, one.
And we live. Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Jamie with JamieDay.com, and I'm actually going live in Lenka. Fun fact
Little
that my
technical difficulty.
my live was crazy. Didn't want to connect. I don't know what's going on. I still saying that I need to change the software, and I still don't do it. But let's oh my god. Let's share this information with everybody, and then we're gonna get started. So I think you have to share with me, Lenka, because I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
have it
sorry.
yet.
Okay.
There you go. You have it here. You share with my personal page. I will send it later. Okay, guys. So we're having Lenka today. Lenka is an amazing mompreneur, online marketer, mom of two beautiful kids, and she always presenting them in her Facebook lives. So you probably know those two little kids. Their pictures are out there behind her.
Behind you.
So today I'm just going to want to empower some women. So they can know how a mompreneur can make it online. And I know Lenka is being very like hustling and grinding every single month, trying to make it online. And I said to her, just let's interview you because I know you're doing super great now. She launches a new opportunity and she is crushing it. So I know it's gonna be very good for you guys to hear her story because it wasn't like that before. And I know some women out there, mompreneurs, think that this is so difficult, I cannot do this, but I know it's possible. So I want to ask the first question: how do you start it? How do you get started with online marketing? Have you were a marketer before, or that's a new for you? How everything started? What is your journey?
Well, my journey it started actually a long time ago because I started with online marketing in 2008. So when I went to actually do what I did today, I had actually 8 years of experience with online marketing. So when I joined my first opportunity, I thought that out of all that experience that I already have, I will be so good at this, that I really crush it in no time. I already know what I'm doing. And I was really surprised that my first 3 months, I had really zero sales. I didn't make a dime, So that was something that I couldn't really figure out what's going on, why I'm not getting it. And everyone was telling me how my marketing is looking great, how I'm crushing it, just keep doing what you're doing, be patient, it will come. And when I hit the third month, I knew that something had to change, that I cannot be doing this for another 6 months and not see results. And I was actually used to having really nice income. I had my own digital marketing agency. I had clients with me that started with me in 2008. Actually, they went with me the whole history, and they're actually, some of them are with me today still. But I knew that something had to change, and the whole thing, how it's actually started, was with my kids, because I knew that I cannot keep my agency forever. It took me lots of hours. I was on my notebook or on my phone all the time. And I have seen that my kids actually suffer from it. I was there physically, but I wasn't there with them really mentally. I wasn't paying attention, I was just there, but I wasn't there for them. So there was something I wanted to change. Hey, Catherine, Elizabeth.
Hi, Catherine. I'm inviting everybody. That's why you see a lot of people coming.
I really wanted to change. And I actually started to look for ways how to work online, but I started here in Czech Republic in our language first. I did some coachings. I was writing ebooks, doing videos, courses that I was selling over here, but it still wasn't it. The market's kind of small here. And even though I didn't have lots of competition, something was missing. It wasn't something that I felt okay with. And when the first opportunity actually came, I wasn't interested. I've seen some opportunities long time before I've actually joined. It was something I had like no interest at all, and then it just kind of bubbled. And when the decision came, I was like still trying to find something new, and I was looking, and then I have seen the opportunities I have seen in the past, like 6 months after that probably, and that timing was just so perfect that at that time it really clicked. I've changed my mind, and I knew that that's it. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to try. I have to say that my husband wasn't very happy about that. I was one of those. I'm one of those wives that don't have so much support, but I was going to do it anyway. And I think that the harder part was that I wasn't doing good in the beginning, and I was so happy actually I found you and your guidance, because you showed me the missing pieces. I didn't know anything about networking and networking online. I knew maybe the tools, I knew how to use them, but I didn't know anything about networking. And that's something, when you came into my business and into my life, you've changed that. You actually gave me all the missing pieces, and that changed everything and all my results actually today. And the start was very slow. The start with me was very slow, and I had mindset problems. Mindset was something that I put to the last point. I couldn't admit, like it was hard for me to actually realize that mindset is something I have to start with. That's what I would say, maybe right then. Yep. It's very hard to admit that, but that's true. You really have to start with your mindset, with your why you're doing it, and then comes the massive action, and all the rest. The rest will come. I've started from the end instead of from the beginning. But you probably have to. You either have to do it the hard way, or you are really coachable and you listen to people. And when someone tells you to do something, you really do it. I did it my way, the hard way. It took much longer time, but I got there. So that's how I started. Really, my decision came from kids and my time with them, because I didn't want to spend all their childhood on laptop or on my phone.
Yes, I get that. Hi, Christine. I know we can see you. Yes, I hope you can see me. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Mary. Hi, Catherine. So, guys, yes, I can really understand that, Lenka. I sometimes even me, I have to work in my mindset every single day, because it started there. Sometimes we don't get to those results because our mindset are not allowing us to be better, and it have to be a lot too with or around. I know your husband was kind of like, I wanted to kick him ass. Like, I know he's not there, but I know he will see it if you put it to work, if you started to show him that it's possible. And you, I know you did. I know you're just starting like, I'm going to do this anyways, but he has to be supported, even though sometimes he wasn't. And I know I know some women out there probably have that, a husband that is not so supported, but you wanted to do this anyways. Lenka was one of them person that she was like 24/7 hustling in the middle of the night. She cannot even sleep sometimes because she wanted this so bad. And I know a lot of people think that they have to, they get those mistakes thinking, oh, I need to have this time, or I don't have time to do this. But the thing is, you have time, and the excuses are not the kids. When they go to sleep, you have all the night to work. And that was Lenka. Lenka was like in the middle of the night working. And sometimes I remember those kids wake up in the middle of the night because probably she was talking in the video. And
Yeah.
it was a great journey to see. And I know, like I said, it's no excuses. I know it's no excuses because if she can do it, guys, everybody can do this. So tell me that shift when your kids, were in the middle of the night waking up. How do you manage the schedule? Because I know it was crazy. I know you have to be a long nights just working hard on the computer to make it work. So how was that for you?
Well, the schedule is even harder maybe for me because I'm working a lot with US market and I'm in Europe. So that's totally a different time zone. But on the other hand, I actually like it because when you have a day, it's night for me. So my kids are actually asleep and I can have like full attention to whatever I'm doing. I can focus on my work. It's quiet over here and I can focus. So it's hard on sleep. It is. I'm not saying it's not. And sometimes I just have to really take a night off and get some sleep because I am getting tired. And what's maybe worse are my eyes because my eyes really hurt. Since I'm watching something all night and something like the computer or phone is so shining onto my eyes, so they hurt a lot. Or my voice when I talk all day with my kids and all night with other people, either training or with prospects on the call. So my voice hurts sometimes, or I'm losing it. So it's not easy. It does take a lot of work, and you really have to know why you're doing this. And I was actually doing a video about this. I think like a couple of days ago. That if you need to want it as much as you want to breathe, you need to fight for it as you're fighting for fresh air into your lungs, and if you want it that much, you will always find a way. And the same thing is with schedule. I'm because I felt really bad about my kids. I really try to focus on them right now and spend time with them because they are 2 and 4. So I need to teach them how to talk. You need to spend the time with them so they can learn the basic stuff and actually be able to take care of themselves. When they are, let's say, at that age of 4 and 5, they need to know a lot of stuff and you need to teach them like no one else is going to. So you need to spend time with them. But anytime I can, when I know that they don't pay attention to me, they're playing, they're eating, whatever they're doing by themselves, I'm always on my phone. I take every minute I can to actually get on the phone and work because the time is so limited. And people that work, because there are people that have 9 to 5, it doesn't matter that, or some people think that since we are at home with kids as stay-at-home moms, that we have lots of time. And you would be surprised, but it's not true.
Like, hey, mom have to work harder than nobody else.
Like with men, they get off the job and they can work their online business. But with us, it's like 24/7 work because men expect us to get everything done for them, like the rest of the things around the house, around the kids, they have everything ready. So there's someone who's doing it for them, but there's no one for us. We're the one who have to do everything. So it like lots of things takes lots of time. So the schedule is really moving around the kids and what I need to get done on that day. And what I learned to do is really every morning write a list of things that needs to be done, what I really have to do. That is not business oriented. And the rest of the time, I really hustle for business, like all the time. Even when I'm driving, I listen to trainings, or when I'm driving, I actually am on my phone and talk to people. So we all know that. Like every single minute that I have, I'm really trying to use it because, when especially when you are tired after the whole day, it's hard to focus at night. But as long as your why is really strong, then you don't want to do anything else. You are fighting for it, and that's the only thing you can think about. You are going to sleep with it. You are waking up, and that's the first thing you have on your mind. Like first thing that I actually wake up, like it's there, like all the time, 24/7, and that's what you are fighting for. That's why we do this. I'm just being Christine's saying, I fall asleep.
You can prove it. You definitely can prove that, Christine. It's possible, but you have to have that why, like Lenka said. You have to have that driven, like hustle and grinding, like we both have been doing for the past several months, because it's not gonna come like a surprise. Or those dreams are dreams, but if you don't implement your dreams, you don't put it to work, it's not gonna happen. Because sometimes, and one of the things that I learned from Mary Ward was he was like, you have to understand your why. But sometimes a lot of people think that they really know what they want, and they say it. I want to be a millionaire, or I want to make this much. But it's not enough to just want it, because saying something is not going to give you the results. Sorry, you have to work for it. You have to put in the time. It's going to be a lack of sleep, like we had. It's going to be lack of time for your precious kids or your husband sometime. It's going to be like a lot of work, but it's going to be worth it. So it's worth it or not, Lenka? It is worth it or not? Because I know it's like, oh, it's worth it.
I would add one thing, and those are maybe a little small goals, because money is not something that's going to drive you. It's not inspiring. It's not going to get you up in the middle of night, because what I do, like right now, when I'm really tired, I get to sleep like at 9 p.m. and I wake up at 1 or 2 a.m. and I work until morning. And when my kids wake up, I go, with them, I make breakfast and stuff like that. But what's going to get you up in the middle of the night? It's not that you want to make a few thousands of dollars, maybe more, you want to be a earner. So what, that's not going to get you up. That's not the why. That's not the purpose that you're doing this with. And I would set really small goals, like my goal now is to rank so I can go to a summit in States. And I have never been to States now, so that's something that I'm looking forward to. And it's a small step, but in order to get there, and it's in a few months, so I have to really hustle to rank up, so really small steps that will push you, something that you really want, and it will push you to actually reach that small goal. And in long term, the big vision, the big picture, you will get there, but you need to have those little steps along the way that you need to reach, and you need to take action to actually get there. So small goals is something that I would recommend to do.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. So one of the things, my last question would be, what is the thing that you will will not do in the beginning that you do learn through the process? Can you come to California? Sometimes we do some mistakes around there. Going to Florida, right?
Yeah.
I'm in California, by the way. we should drag her over here. What is the thing that you can say you will not do in the process, and change it? What would you change?
What would I change? I have three things. First, I would be very careful who and what I am joining, as far as you need to have really, especially when you're new and you're brand new and you have never done this before, you need someone who's going to show you how to start and who's going to get you started, really someone committed to help you. So you do need a mentor, especially when you're brand new and you have never done this before. That was my mistake number one. Second thing is really be 100% coachable. Even though you have experience, you have success, you have successful businesses from the past, whatever, you have to be 100% coachable. And when you start something new, you have to listen to person that's actually there and especially when they are in a place where you want to be, you need to listen to them and do whatever they're telling you, because they know why they are saying that. You may not understand it yet, but they know why they're saying it. So you really have to listen to them. I didn't. And third thing is take massive action, and really massive action. And it's not that you're going to work a lot of hours. It's not about the hours you work, but you need to be really efficient with what needs to be done. Like really, maybe you can call it money producing activities or whatever needs to be done, but really effectively, whatever will take you to that goal, to reach that goal you have, you need to be doing. You need to know what the steps are and focus on that. Because I know that with me, I was spending lots of time on marketing, lots of time, maybe even building those relationships, but I never took action as far as prospecting and following up. That was something that took me forever. And even though I was doing it, it wasn't as much as I should, like the amount of work in a month that I did today, I do it like in maybe few days, like 2, 3, 4 days. I do what I did back then for a month. So that's why it took me so long, so you need to know what the steps are and focus on them. So those are 3 things that I would recommend to do.
Those 3 are really amazing.
Shouldn't be doing.
Those 3 are actually a resume of really, thank you for that. That's super amazing. Like, I understand some people, they just want to do whatever they want. They join everybody because they want success. They want to fulfill their vision, but they just juggling to go to this mentor, this mentor, this mentor, this mentor, and they still don't have that results. Because I know a lot of people will tell you, I'm the person, and they raising their hand saying, I am the person. But you have to do the research. You need to be very sure. And even sometimes that you're sure about that person is going to help you, they still don't help you. And I'm going to tell you the secret. Sometimes the person is in the top, it doesn't mean it's going to help you. You know why? That person probably is very busy with the downline, because they have so many people they cannot even keep up. The person that's going to help you probably, and probably you can go better in that way, is when that person is almost there in the top, but is reaching out to more success in getting there. That person have more time to reach out to your goals, connect better, like one-on-one with you, and helping you succeed. And you're doing like the ladder. But the one is already in the top, they're already making more than 7-figure, 8-figure. Those are the ones that are really not gonna help you. I'm telling you this for experience. Because I saw so many that they just join. I love Ray Hidden, I'm gonna say it, but join Ray Hidden and then they don't have time because they have their own life, their own coaching, and probably you have to pay $10,000 to get to their training or their coaching, because they really not have the time for so many people. So be careful about that, and thank you for bringing it out. Be coachable. That's really one of the biggest key. Be coachable is about really listening what your mentor is telling you to do. My mistake was too, in Lenka, thank you for bringing that out, was not listening to my mentor in the beginning. It's like, you need to do this and that, and then when I start doing it, I start having that success. So, and I always telling them people, but you know what happens sometimes when you don't want to listen is that you're not really willing to get there. And when you're really open, 100% say, I'm going to go no matter what, and just go for a long period of time. It's not going to happen in 1 month. It's not going to happen in 2 months unless you're really taking action and you don't have kids around. And if you're a mompreneur, and that's why we're here, you're going to take a little bit more time. So you have to be patient. Patience is a virtue. Like, you have to have that patience. And then the other one, I totally forgot, but that too. So really, I'm really excited for you, Lenka. I'm really excited that you really open out to this world and taking, like, the whole thing that you wanted into your life, because that's how I want it for everybody, to really understand that branding, be coachable, and be the person they want to be. And when they decided from that heart that really wanted to do it, and nobody is going to stop you. Nobody's going to stop anybody that make a decision. No matter if you're a mompreneur and you have so many things that you think that you cannot do. But let me tell you, if you're a mom, you have so much advantage because you already know how to network. You know, when you go out there and try to reach out with other moms to do a party for your kids, you already know how to do a party. You already know how to create everything. Like, we have so many skills. The only thing you have to switch and how to get those skills inside online, and you will be okay. So thank you so much, Lenka, for her page today. But that's
for having me.
My page.
We were happy we could actually do live. We had some difficulties to connect, but we made it.
We made it. All right, so I will leave you there because we're having some training later on. So I will tell you, just take massive action, guys. Make the decision to be the mompreneur, to change other people's lives, because you will do it if you decided to. Lenka is one of the example. I'm an example to it. So we mompreneurs can, and you too. So with us too. All right, girls, and everybody that are listening, probably guys too. Yeah, Sean, hello. So next time. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
I think you have to.
See you again.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.